What are the two types of sellers from whom you can buy a plot or a house or an agricultural land? Broadly, the sellers of immobile properties can be categorized into two. One is the person who is in need of money. Let us call him the needy seller, and the other is the investor seller. So the needy seller sells the immobile property because he is in need of money. That is, after receiving the sale consideration from the buyer, he will spend that money for expenses. And the other is the investor seller. Investor seller may also sell the property and spend the money, and there is every possibility to reinvest that money in another immobile property, because once an investor tastes the profits of investing in an immobile property, he will never invest in mobile property like gold or fixed deposits or other properties. He will only invest in immobile properties like land or house or agricultural lands. So the advantage of buying from an investor seller is that if at all you suffer any court case tomorrow, because in India there is every possibility of suffering a court case when you buy an immobile property. That is a luxury the buyer has when he buys an immobile property in India, and that is very unfortunate to say. So when you suffer a court case from any double registration from some source, because your seller may not cheat you, the investor seller or the needy seller may not or might not have cheated you. But what about the source? Because layouts might have been drawn in 1980 and today there could be some problem. The source could be same. 1980 buyer, the seller could have sold to two persons and there could be two title channels. At that point of time, there could be a title litigation. Let us assume that you lost the title suit. Some other person won the title suit. He could have a better title. Now what is the remedy you have? You must go to court against your seller. You cannot go to court against the source seller, because you gave money to your immediate seller. Your immediate seller might have purchased from his seller and so on and so forth. That is irrelevant to the buyer who is you. You can only claim your sale consideration from the immediate seller. So the immediate seller, if he is a needy seller, there is no money with him. The sale consideration, whatever you paid to him, might have been lost in expenses. But if he is an investor seller, he would have invested that money in another immobile property. So prima facie, there will be two stages in a court case. The one is the judgment, and the next is the implementation of the judgment. In a criminal case, the judgment is implemented by sending the person who lost the case, who is called accused, to jail. That is, he is convicted and sent to jail. But in a civil case, also there is a possibility of sending to jail, but a civil prison with the expenses by the buyer. At that point of time, you have to attach his immobile property and sell it, or you have to attach his mobile property and sell it and claim your sale consideration. So what you must understand from this video is, whenever you are buying an immobile property, see that your seller is rich enough. That is a chance. The precaution, it is only a precaution. Tomorrow the rich seller or the investor seller can become a pauper. We can't say that an investor seller could always remain rich. He could be poor also tomorrow. But this is the basic precaution you must take when purchasing an immobile property. That is to say, you must purchase from investor seller rather than needy seller. Hope I am clear. Thank you. Thanks for watching. If you have any doubts, kindly comment.